Good morning. My name is Phil Golden. I'm the executive director and one of the principals here at Springwell, where we are truly breaking new grounds in senior living. We are proof that 86-year-olds, the age of our campus here in Mount Washington, are important members of the community, and that octogenarians do, in fact, have good things to look forward to. Especially at Springwell, where not only are we starting construction on a modern, new independent living building as part of our repositioning, we've also recently entered into an innovative strategic partnership with a major local health system, LifeBridge Health. And these two initiatives allow us to further elevate our hospitality and care services to more independent living, assisted living, and memory care residents. And we believe these initiatives will help assure that Springwell can serve those customers for generations to come, while remaining a good neighbor to the surrounding area. Good things indeed. And that's not to mention the cruise ship lifestyle or the boutique hotel with healthcare feel that makes this a warm, vibrant place to live and work each day. We are really thrilled that so many of you, friends, colleagues, partners in care, elected officials, and members of the press chose to start your day with us. It's great to see you. It's much appreciated. I want to first thank all of our elected officials who are here today. As I call your name, if you could just please raise your hand so we can recognize you. Mayor Catherine E. Pugh. And we'll hear more from Mayor Pugh in just a bit. The Honorable Kiefer Mitchell, representing Governor Hogan's office. Senator Barbara Robinson. There she is. And the following delegates in alphabetical order. Delegate Angela Gibson. Welcome. Delegate Shelley Hedelman, front row. Delegate Sandy Rosenberg. Sandy. And representing Delegate Dana Stein, Ms. Norma Bosley. Welcome. And from our Baltimore City Council, we also have President Bernard Jack Young, front row. City Council member from our district here, Yitzi Schliefer. Welcome. And City Council member emeritus and a longtime friend of Springwell, Miss Ricky Spector. He rapped? Okay. And I'm sorry, Delegate Bilal Ali is also here. Welcome, Delegate. Any other elected officials? All right, we also wanted to say that two nearby community association presidents are here. Miss Lindsay White of our Mount Washington Improvement Association. And Miss Maxine Webb of the Glen Neighborhood Improvement Association. There she is. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a chance to look around a little bit at the easels. There's some great photos around the tent today of the last groundbreaking conducted here nearly 40 years ago. I think up front there was one of some happy diggers marking the start of the Overlook building, which stands just off to my left now. There's also a great shot of former Mayor William Donald Schaefer standing at this very podium on a chilly November day in 1978 when the groundbreaking occurred for the Overlook building. We're delighted that the current mayor of Baltimore is here to continue that tradition on a gloriously much nicer day. Catherine E. Pugh is the 50th mayor of the city of Baltimore. She served in public office for more than 15 years, offering an innovative voice at the intersection of business, urban development, politics, and culture. She's a successful author, entrepreneur, and educator whose astute, bipartisan approach has catapulted her into various leadership positions. Among them are terms as a Baltimore City Councilwoman, a member of the Maryland House of Delegates, and the Majority Leader of the Maryland State Senate. She is the former president of the National Black Caucus of State Legislators and has been recognized for her commitment to diversity by such organizations as the Small Business Administration, the NAACP, and the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Mayor Pugh holds undergraduate and MBA degrees from Morgan State University, and it's our pleasure, and I ask you to join me in welcoming Mayor Pugh to Springwell.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I see one of our former heads of our Community Relations Commissions. So good to see you. Let's give him a big warm welcome. He was around during the days of Schaefer. Good to see you. Let me just say it's really an honor and a privilege to stand here at this podium 40 years later, the same podium that one of my great heroes stood at. And just to say the LifeBridge Health and Springwell Senior Living Center, where there are going to be 99 independent seniors living in this building. We thank you. We thank you for allowing our seniors to have a place that they can live in, a place they can call home, and a place that any of us will be proud to live. Today also marks the beginning of a groundbreaking new partnership between Springwell and LifeBridge to ensure these residents have an exceptional way of living, close in proximity to just some of the greatest attributes of our city. We know that you will enjoy it being here. It is our responsibility as leaders of our city to care for one another as we age, and independent living provides an attractive way to achieve that goal. Apartments such as the ones that are being built here will allow our seniors to live an active, fun-filled lifestyle with easy access to leisure and social activities. We expect all of you all to be at the Preakness. Planned senior living doesn't mean that you have to surrender your independence. We don't expect you to have to do that. In fact, this should make it easier. And we all know that residents of Springwell are very involved in their communities and want to continue to be engaged. Aging doesn't mean that you give up on life. Aging means that you want to be comfortable as you continue life. And we know that the residents of Springwell will be able to do that. For 86 years, this land has provided a home for seniors, and rumors have it that it once housed Civil War orphans and widows. And again, I'm just grateful to stand here at this podium. And I'm also grateful for the 99 senior independent living facilities that are going to be provided here. Let me just say again, thank you, Springwell and LifeBridge, for making golden years the best for seniors in Baltimore. Thank you for partnering. Thank you for understanding that we always can do better in Baltimore, and you all are showing that you can do that. Thank you so much. Bless everyone.
I just want to mention we're aware that Mayor Pugh has another early appointment this morning, and we truly, sincerely appreciate her presence and remarks with us today. We've been working with some talented colleagues for a long time on the next evolution for this campus. We still have a long way to go, but it's been a concerted team effort. And before introducing our next speaker, we want to recognize members of the development team who could be with us today. First, a bit more history in introducing the person at the top of that list. A metal banner at the top of the main building's cupola here says this campus was born in 1931. Its founders actually raised $300,000 to start a retirement home in 1929. Thankfully, they didn't invest it in the stock market, which declined 40% shortly after and triggered the Great Depression. Instead, they had vision and faith to start a new venture that would serve people, which it did successfully for about 75 years before some management distractions let it fall into disrepair, shortly before the country's worst economic downturn since 1929. Along came a very important person in the history of this place, John Shea, without whom none of us would be celebrating this next chapter of the campus. John saw beyond the years of deferred maintenance, inside and out, that by 2008 threatened the very viability of this place. he had the vision and faith to start anew, to polish a diamond in the rough and return to basics, with a team of people creating a nice home with consistently high standards for hospitality and healthcare to serve its residents. The turnaround John oversaw here is noteworthy. Today, neighborhood association meetings are held at Springwell. Families and residents celebrate regularly at dances, luau's, brunches, crab feasts, and holiday gatherings in a once decaying, now grand lobby. The Roland Park Little League has built a new ball field in the same location behind our site where overgrown grass hid illicit activities less than a decade before. The neighboring Northwest Park and Mount Washington Swim Club are both alive with activity. So meriting that long introduction, at the top of our development team list is Springwell's founder and chairman, John Shea. All right. From our architect and interior designers, RLPS of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a firm which specializes in senior living communities, we're happy to have Sanjan Mujan, Chris Linke, the project architect, and Mike Martin, one of the principals there. Thank you, guys. From our engineers, Century Engineering of Hunt Valley, Maryland, which has done our civil engineering and landscape architecture work, Mike Piranunzi and Francis Smythe, the principal there. Thanks, guys. From our attorneys at Gordon Feinblatt in Baltimore, Mr. Bill Shaughnessy and Abba Polikoff. And from our builders, Wolson Construction, their president Gary Langmuir came down from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where they're headquartered. And from their Baltimore office, we have Dave Brody, Senior VP, Steve Davies, Vice President, Project Manager Dave Quinn, and the guy that really does all the work, Superintendent Francis Devereaux. And last but not least, our bankers from BB&T Bank, Senior VPs Michael Cox, John Murky, Bob Whalen, and retired Senior VP, Bruce McLean. Welcome, guys. I also want to recognize Sister Fran DeMarco and a couple other sisters who are here from the Sisters of Mercy. Sister Fran is a representative of that group, which we're excited to have here. After our new building is completed, the sisters will become residents of a full wing of the existing building, and we're very much looking forward to them becoming part of Springwell. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Springwell recently entered into a strategic partnership with LifeBridge Health that we couldn't be more pleased about. Through our many discussions with their leadership team, we know their organization is a pillar of the Baltimore community, which shares our dedication to excellence and quality service. We're delighted to have Neil Meltzer here from LifeBridge, among others. Neil joined the staff of Sinai Hospital nearly 30 years ago and was appointed its president in 1998. In 2013, Neil was appointed president and CEO for LifeBridge Health, a system which includes Sinai, Northwest Hospital, Carroll Hospital, and Levendale, in addition to other programs and partnerships. Besides that role, which no doubt keeps him busy, Neil is highly involved in the community, serving on the Maryland Hospital Association's Executive Committee and on workforce investment efforts at the city, state, and national levels. He's also a member of the board at Notre Dame of Maryland University, the Greater Baltimore Committee, and the University of Maryland School of Public Health. Please join me in welcoming Neil Meltzer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, John, and welcome, Mayor, other honored guests. I'm very honored and pleased to be able to be here with you this morning and represent LifeBridge Health. But joining me today are Board Chair Jason Blavitt. I'm just going to ask these folks to raise their hand because we've got a nice group from LifeBridge Health. Jason Blavitt, the Board Chair, the Vice Chair, Barry Levin, David Kraski, our Chief Financial Officer, Steve Whitman, our Vice President for Finance, James Rowe-Bierge, our Vice President for Capital Improvements, and Abba Polikoff, the incoming Board Chair for Levendale. So we're delighted to be here with you this morning. Now, while our partnership with Springwell is just over 2 months old, we're very happy with how our partnership has already grown. It helps to have similar values and like-mindedness in our commitment to the communities we serve. Frankly, Springwell and LifeBridge share a very specific love and commitment to the community of Mount Washington and the city of Baltimore. And this groundbreaking today is the first and most significant step to date in what we know will be a long-standing positive partnership. We're so excited about the future of our partnership and continuing to serve the needs of the residents of Mount Washington, Baltimore, and the greater Baltimore community. We're just thankful for all of you being here with us this morning, and we look forward to a real exciting partnership as we go forward. Thank you.
Thanks, John. All right, well, it's tradition to present your guests at a groundbreaking ceremony with a gift. And so I want to talk a little bit about that and introduce our gift. Maybe if some of you guys could be ready to pass those out shortly, I appreciate it. Once we set the foundation out back, it's going to take lots of bricks and mortar to construct the new independent living building. And as excited as we are to see that take shape, we never want to forget that we're striving to build more than a building. We're striving to build a community. There's a Bible verse that encourages us to build our homes upon a deep and wide foundation. So when storms come, the torrents will strike the house but not shake it. Therefore, even more so than the concrete that will serve as bedrock to the new building, we want to make sure that the foundation of our community continues to be on people, with love and an abiding respect for our residents, their families, and our staff. We also want to intentionally draw upon the wisdom of the ages to keep our community and its residents vital. That wisdom lives right here among us. All we have to do is ask. So we did. And as a result, our residents will present us all with a special groundbreaking gift today. No, I'm sorry, if you were hoping for that little keychain in the shape of a shovel with today's date on it that would have wound up in your junk drawer, we're going to disappoint you. Instead, our gifts to you today are words of wisdom based on our residents' own lives. Specifically, I had the privilege of asking them the following question in small group meetings over the past month. I asked, if you could offer your younger self, or perhaps your adult children, some good advice based on your experiences, what would you tell them about living a full life? There were over 100 great responses, and we did our best to select 12 from different aspects of life that we'd like to present to you first in a top 12 style a la David Letterman, not in any ranking, and then as a token to take home to share with others. So enjoy their wisdom.
Tell your children that you love them, that you're grateful for them, and that you learn from them also. And above everything else, tell them that you would like them to be happy.
Hilda Imhoff.
Lend a hand to help others without expecting anything in return.
Her sidekick, Ernie Imhoff.
Cultivate love.
Mr. John and Mrs. Betty Ferran.
Mentor someone.
Miss Sylvia Nathanson.
Whatever you do, work hard at it.
Miss Kathy Peden.
Be grateful for whatever good things come your way, whether it's a good cup of coffee in the morning, a bright sunny day, or a winning lottery ticket.
Frank Simmons.
Be more open than closed. Challenge your inner introvert.
Mrs. Alice Snyder.
Be more active.
former soccer coach Gene Bathurst.
Remember that frowning puts more wrinkles on your face than smiling or laughing.
Shirley Braverman.
Engage with people who are different from you.
Phyllis Gerber.
Health is number one, don't ignore it.
Ray Watson, active pilot, 94 years old. 96. So we hope this gift will be enduring and valuable to you and yours. Now, as the last part of our program, I wanted to introduce our ceremonial diggers. We had a great shot with the legislators earlier. These folks, if you could report to the silver shovels out back, we'll do a little digging and get another good photo. Representing residents of Springwell, Mr. Frank Simmons has been a Springwell resident for a long time, and he's become our de facto historian and archivist. When I need to know information about Springwell, I ask Frank. Miss Alice Snyder became a Springwell resident a little more than a year ago after serving as decades as the head of a volunteer guild which served residents here for years and years. Among our staff members that we want to represent at the dig, Miss Anita Green. She's been a staff member from day one of Springwell. She's been our director of nursing. She's a licensed nurse who now heads up our memory care program. Rick Altland, another Springwell staff member, director of facilities, has been here from day one, knows the building inside and out, and treats it as if it was his very own. Representing our frontline hospitality and care staff, Miss Jean Bonds is a model of love and respect for our customers, along with hard work and consistency. She's one of many frontline staff who exemplify our mission. From our development team, can't build a building without the builder, Mr. Dave Brody from Wolson Construction, and our architect, Mr. Mike Martin of RLPS. And then representing ownership, of course, Mr. John Shea, Mr. Neil Meltzer, President and CEO of LifeBridge Health, Dave Krajewski, President of LifeBridge Health Partners, and myself. Again, we can't say thank you enough for taking the time to be here. We're going to do a little digging. Thank you very much.